Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Radha Krishna Prasthaya Haribol.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayana.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shiva Sade Gaurabhakta Vrinda.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shiva Sade Gaurabhakta Vrinda.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Mohana Govinda Rama,
Haribol Nitai Gaur.
Madana Mohana, Mohana Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana.
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Gopala Govinda Rama,
Hari Bol Krishna,
Madana Mohana.
Mohana Govinda Rama, Madana
Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa.
Jaya Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa.
Haribol, everybody sing.
Jaya Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa Namiveli Gora Karuna Swarupaya Radha Krishna Prastaya
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa Namine, Gora Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prastaya Te.
So this morning we'll discuss again about the subject matter of this concerning the Supreme Person. So I read here, knowledge of the Absolute. Okay, knowledge about the Supreme Person. Ibig sabihin yung kaalaman tungkol sa buong may kapal. I'll read this teachings from Bhagavad Gita. This is the narrative that our instructing spiritual master, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, translated into English as it is. So to reiterate again, the science of or knowledge of the absolute truth is a process wherein God Himself reveals Himself to us through the guidance of three absolute factors, okay? One, scripture, okay, coming from His representative, God Himself, okay? It's about the knowledge or wisdom about the Supreme Person. Second is the Lord within the heart. Okay? And the third is the spiritual master who is in this planet now, whom we can relate to, discuss, and ask questions regarding our relationship with the Supreme Person and how we can make progress towards doing His will. Okay? Number one, I like to reiterate something, doing His will. Okay? Ibig sabihin nun, kung anong gusto niya. Knowledge of the absolute truth. So I'll read this. Now here, O son of Pirta, Arjuna, Lord Krishna is talking to his best friend, Arjuna, okay? His close associate. Our spiritual master, our instructing spiritual master, Arjuna, okay? Now here, O son of Pirta, Arjuna, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Okay? So, ito yun. So, ano yung gusto nating maabot? To do the will of God. Your will is my will. Okay? Whatever you want. I'm subservient. I follow what you want. Okay? To do the will of God. Okay? Then we'll discuss in a short while how it can be our freedom and to be in harmony with the pleasure of the Supreme Person, wherein we can offer our love and devotion and follow Him and please Him. Okay. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge of both phenomenal and nominal, by knowing which there shall remain nothing further to be known. Out of many thousand among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly no one knows me in truth. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego, altogether these 8 comprise my separated material energies. So this, you have heard it? Okay? Beside this inferior nature, O mighty arm Arjun, there is a superior energy of mind, which are all living entities who are struggling within the material nature and are sustaining the universe. So, aside from the material energy, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego, there is another superior energy, life, awareness, you, the person. Okay? Of all that is material, all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both its origin and dissolution. Okay? O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me, as pearls are strung in a thread. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. I am the light of the sun, the moon, and the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and ability in man. Okay. I am the original fragrance of earth, and I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penances of all the ascetics. Okay. O son of Pirta, know that I am the original seed of all existence, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the proudness of all powerful men. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principle, O Lord of the Bharatas, Arjuna. All states of being, be in goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of material nature. Deluded by the three modes goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and is inexhaustible. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the 3 modes of material nature, is very difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Okay? So, the cause of all causes, the controller, okay, is assuring us that if we simply do His will, we can cross this ocean of material suffering. And I'll try to recap by reading the scripture, okay, to point how we can be in harmony and be with Him. Okay? The consciousness, the devotion, the awareness, the activities we do, okay? How it can be in harmony with the Supreme Person. Paano tayo magkakaroon ng kaaya-ayang relasyon sa poong may kapal? Those miscreant who are grossly foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolid by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. O best among the Bharatas, Arjuna, 4 kinds of pious men render devotional service to me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, and the inquisitive, and who is searching for knowledge of the absolute truth. Of these, the wise one is in full knowledge, in union with me through pure devotional service is the best, for I am very dear to him, and he is very dear to me. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous soul, but he who is situated in knowledge of me, I consider verily to dwell in me, being engaged in my transcendental service. He attains me. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrendered unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Those whose mind are distorted by material desire surrender unto the demigods and follow a particular rules and regulation of worship according to their own nature. So according to the influence of the modes of material nature, and we have heard the narrative or the pastimes of the wives of the Brahmanas. Okay, so Lord Krishna and his close associate visited them. Okay, came to them, and those whose mind are focused upon this material world. Okay, they cannot understand. They cannot enter this world of loving service which the Supreme Person is pleased. But the wives, they're in that transcendental meditation, pure unalloyed devotional service. Okay? Simply focus upon remembering the pastimes of the Supreme Person. So this is what we should understand. I am in everyone's heart as the super soul. As soon as one desires to worship the demigods, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to some particular deity. Endowed with such faith, he seeks favor of a particular demigod and obtains his desire, but in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. Okay. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods goes to the planets of the demigods. But my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. Unintelligent men who know me not think that I have assumed this form and personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is changeless and supreme. Okay. O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, and all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me no one knows. Okay. O scion of Bharata, Arjuna, O conqueror of all the four. All living entities are born into delusion, overcome by the dualities of desire and hate. So when we come here, this material consideration, okay? Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They're actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about the transcendental and fruitive activities. Okay? So I'll stop here. So to have a recall of the process we are engaging in para malaman natin yung ginagawa natin pag-aaral, para makita natin maigi at paano natin ma-appreciate yung teachings ng spiritual master natin. Okay. Our spiritual master, Jagad Guru Siddhaswarupananda Paramahamsa, nung pumunta siya sa Philippines years back, ang ginawa niya ay tinuruan muna niya tayo ng kaalaman kung sino tayo. Tapos tinuro niya yung kaalaman ng kung ano talaga yung posisyon natin as eternally the loving servant of God, dominated servant. At ano yung mga activities na magbibigay sa atin ng complete awareness of our relationship with rendering service to the Supreme Person. So, paano mag-uumpisa yung progress natin? Our spiritual master arranged it in such a way with an spiritual educational process wherein he taught us about the science of the soul, the living entity, you, the person. Okay. First, he taught us about the difference between matter and life. Tinuro niya yon in a way presented scientifically, scripturally, practically, and different points wherein a person can understand that he is the person, he's the awareness who is driving this body, this machine. Okay? Pag naintindihan niya yun, then magiging katanungan natin, why am I here in this material world? Bakit ako nagsasuffer? Paano ako mawawala sa suffering? Okay? And then, he taught us about our true, eternal, transcendental position as eternally the loving, servant-dominated servant of God. So from there, in-establish na naman niya yung pagtuturo ng klarong-klaro na we are under the laws of material nature, okay? Under the laws of time. Ibig sabihin nun, so many points na tinuro niya sa atin to point out hindi tayo ang controller, okay? Hindi tayo ang controller. Then after that, he taught us first the chanting of the holy names, and now with this wisdom of who we really are, okay? And yung position natin and activities. Okay, yung activities is about connecting our life. Yung awareness natin, binigyan niya yung process, the descending process of the holy names of God. God Himself will purify our heart, will give us clarity, okay? And then, understanding that we, the individual person, individual kasi tayo, although we are all one, but in diversity, we are all individuals, okay? So, ang nangyari, he taught us how we can be engaging in practical service to the Supreme Person, devotional service. So, he taught us about how we can connect our focus, our life, our meditation into remembering the Supreme Person. And when we speak about remembering, we will be able to know and remember how we can connect our life with the Supreme Person, and it's based upon rendering devotional service. So through the process of hearing the supreme purification, hearing the holy names, we will be connected with the glorification of God's activities, His pastimes, and the spirit soul tayo, yung awareness natin when we continue engaging in practice, okay? And after a while, it becomes spontaneous to do the will of God because we become free from delusion, okay, and illusion by understanding how we have been entangled in this material world. pinakita niya sa atin na He is the source, everything belongs to Him, and it is guided by the Scripture. Okay. So, yun ang gusto kong sabihin sa inyo ngayon para maging mas simple yung buhay natin. Everything animate or inanimate that is within this universe is owned and controlled by God. Okay. Knowing well to whom they belong, one should use only the quota that is allotted to him. So dito, binasa natin na everything belongs to God. Everything that is existing in this material world, living or non-living, belongs to Him. So it means He owns everything. Okay? So ano yung naging problem natin lahat na nandito tayo sa material world? Kasi we think we own something. Okay? We are Paul's owner. Okay? Paul's owner. Okay? So when we engage, makikita nyo yun, when we engage in activities, nag-engage sa activities, it will be the cause of our entanglement. Okay? Shackled tayo kung wala tayong kaalaman kung sino nagmamay-ari. Okay? Ano yung naging problema? We think now, we own. Akala natin nagmamay-ari tayo. Kaya lahat ng mga bagay ay katawan natin, mga living entities nandito, nakasama natin temporarily sa different bodies, akala natin yung connection natin, it's polluted with this ownership mentality. I own. Okay? So naintindihan nyo, you don't own anything. You come to this world, pag pinanganak kayo, wala naman kayong dala, you have nothing. When you leave, wala rin kayong dala. Okay? It belongs to the Supreme Person. So, the science or the practice or yung system is to be able to understand clearly how we can offer back to God what belongs to Him. God, Krsna, is self-sufficient and He does not need anything because it comes from Him. So, the science of devotional service is we must become purified from this lordship mentality, this false ego. O, yung false ego kasi akala mo ikaw yung nagko-control. Okay? Dindihan niya? Akala mo ikaw yung katawan. Ikaw yung dapat maging masaya. Pero hindi natin alam, may science pala o kaalaman na ang gagawin lang natin to be in harmony. Alam mo yung harmony, magkaroon ng kaaya-ayang relasyon sa nagmamay-ari ng lahat ng bagay, material o spiritual. Okay? Paano yon? Through the process of devotional service. Iaalay natin sa Kanya yung Kanya. So, from that point, magiging ano na lang tayo, steward or stewardship, okay? Hindi na tayo, wala na tayo sa consciousness, I own, but rather, it is temporarily in my possession. Itong katawan ko na to, temporarily under my possession. Yung sasakyan na to. Lahat ng bagay na nandito, yung nanay ko, tatay ko, na akala ko tatay ko, hindi sila yung original cause. Lahat sila galing sa Supreme Person. Siya ang seed-giving Father, the cause of all causes. So ngayon, maintindihan natin na, everything belongs to God, then, paano natin siya magiging kaibigan? Paano natin magkakaroon tayo ng relationship sa Kanya? Ang sabi niya, offer in devotion. Offer what you have. Since lahat tayo active by nature, iba-iba tayo na individual because we're all individuals. Iba-iba yung gusto natin, iba-iba yung talent natin. So, how can we be connected? Paano tayo mako-connect in harmony sa kaaya-ayang kagustuhan ng Supreme Person doing His will? Okay? So, it begins with hearing, chanting, remembering because that process will purify us from this lordship mentality. Yun ang dapat ma-purify sa atin. Kaya pag naintindihan na natin yun, then we can appreciate that everything that is here belongs to our Father. Okay? Our eternal friend, Lord Krsna. So, sinasabi ni Lord Krsna, pag naintindihan natin maigi yun, especially yung tatlo, yung our transcendental nature, our transcendental position, and we engage in our transcendental, we all engage in transcendental activities to please God. Okay? So, hindi na tayo, we become free from karma. Okay? Yung focus natin, wala na sa mundo na to, and we are able to appreciate, we are able to maging mapasalamat tayo na binibigyan tayong pagkakataon na yung material energy that belongs to God can be a medium to connect our heart, our life to God. Okay? By offering it back to Him. Okay? So, pag ginawa natin yon, we will experience connection with the will of God. Ano yung will ng Supreme Person? It is about His love for us and our love for Him. So, yun ang meeting point, no? Pag ginawa natin yon. Kaya, mapansin nyo, yung science and devotional service is about hearing, chanting, remembering, offering prayers, bowing down to the deity, surrendering everything to Lord Krishna, okay? Taking shelter of the Supreme Person, okay? It's a nice process that any one of that process can connect us with the Supreme Person. But through hearing and chanting, then we will be always be guided because we will be remembering our true transcendental nature, our true position and function, and we can relate in purity with the Supreme Person. Okay? So Lord Krishna tells us, if one offers me with love and devotion a little fruit, a little flower, a leaf, I will accept it. So now we are in a position, in a situation, we can offer our life to God. Is it clear? Clear sa inyo? So, ang naging problema natin is we are trying to imitate God, kaya nagsasuffer tayo. Kaya, dahil hindi nga, yung nga ang point hindi tayo self-sufficient. We don't own anything. Kaya pag naintindihan na natin yon, then, malalaman na natin, nga no, we must give back everything to the owner. At ang pag-give up nun ay may system din, may sistema. It is the science of devotional service wherein we offer our life. We become aware of our true transcendental nature and what we are in now that we have this body, but we can connect everything back to the owner by offering it with love and devotion. Okay? We have this caretaker attitude. Alam mo yung caretaker? Yung ikaw lang yung nagte-take care ba? Nasa temporary sa kamay mo, okay? Taga-alaga ka lang. And you know someone owns it and that person is a Supreme Person. Kaya inaalay mo lahat. Yung lakas mo, yung pag-iisip mo, yun ang system. Kaya nag-undergo kayo ng training, yung brahmachari training, saka training ng to be yung nani training, yung ginagawa nyo, to come to that point na wherein sa time na hindi kayo nag-struggle pa, tawag nila survival. Ang katunayan, nobody will survive in this material world eternally. Sa body, you will eternally survive. Okay? It's not survival, but rather the search for happiness, fulfillment. Okay? Pag nasa wrong direction ka, you'll be like what our spiritual master discussed previously. You'll be wrong way Corrigan. Akala mo yung goal yun, nasa kabila pala yung goal. So, dala-dala mo yung bola, tumatakbo ka papunta dun sa wrong goal. Okay? Kaya pag wala kang kaalaman kung sino nagmamay-ari, kanino mo iaalay, ibibigay lahat ng nakikita mo sa mundo na to, either material or spiritual. So, alam na nyo, galing kay Krishna pala yan. Temporary lang under my care. So, ngayon, paano tayo magkakaroon ng kaaya-ayang relasyon? So, ang sabi ni Lord Krishna sa Bhagavad Gita, serve me, love me, surrender unto me. Okay? And I'll protect you. And yung protection na yon, it's all-encompassing. Okay? Material or spiritual. He will be the one to take care of you. Just like we have heard yung story ni Migari, yung story ng mga devotees who took shelter. They gave their time and energy just taking shelter of the Supreme Person. Giving up everything. Ayun ang point. To give up everything. In a true sense, wala ka naman dapat i-give up. because you don't own anything. And we don't have this belongingness. Alam yung belongingness? To the Supreme Person. We think we own. We think, akala natin may sarili tayong kingdom, may sarili tayong mundo. Yun ang dahilan kaya tayo entangled dito. Pag na-realize na natin yon, then we will be free. Mawawala yung load natin. Kasi yung focus natin will be fixed just simply to do the will of God. Hindi na tayo will not be desire-driven. Kasi yung load na yon, mabigat yun eh. Kasi yun yung world ng emptiness.
Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa namine, Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya te.
Namo Siddhaswarupananda, Paramahamsa namine, Karuna Swarupaya, Radha Krishna Prasthaya te.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Mayanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Mayanya.
Bhagavan